Here's a simple question, and if you answer it honestly, it might make you deeply uncomfortable. When was the last time you picked up your phone and couldn't even remember why you picked it up? When was the last time you focused on one single thing without checking your phone? You're not lazy, you're not broken, and your focus didn't disappear. It was taken from you. And the most dangerous part, you were never told you were in a war. This is not a motivational video. This is not a productivity guide. And this is not social media criticism. This is an autopsy of your attention. If you watch this video until the end, you'll either take your mind back or accept that it no longer belongs to you. Watch carefully. This was made for you. 1. The silent theft. There is a thief in your room. He doesn't want your jewelry. He doesn't care about your car keys. He is after something far more expensive, something you can never earn back once it's gone. He is stealing your time, and he's doing it so quietly, you're actually helping him. Think about your own morning. You wake up. Before you even kiss your partner or stretch your muscles, you reach for it. That cold glass slab. You tell yourself it's just for 1 minute. To check the weather. To see one notification. Meet Sarah. She just spent 45 minutes looking at strangers' vacations and argued with a bot in a comment section. She feels a strange, hollow ache in her chest. A brain fog that won't lift. She feels like she's behind on her day before it even started. This is the silent theft. Your focus was harvested before you even had a chance to use it. And the worst part? You'll do it again tomorrow. 2. The war you never agreed to. We were sold a dream. A global village. A way to stay connected to grandma and find old friends. But somewhere along the line, the bean bags were swapped for battle stations. The like button, which was meant to spread positivity, was weaponized into a psychological trigger. This is not entertainment. It is asymmetric warfare. On one side of the screen, you have a human brain that hasn't evolved in 50,000 years. A brain that craves social approval and fears being left out. On the other side, you have thousands of the world's smartest PhDs, psychologists, and AI algorithms that process trillions of data points per second. They're using A/B testing on your subconscious. They know which shade of red makes your heart rate spike. They know that if they delay your notification by 3 seconds, the hit of dopamine will be twice as strong when it finally arrives. You are a civilian standing on a battlefield you didn't even know existed. You didn't sign a treaty. You didn't volunteer. But every time you unlock your phone, you are surrendering a piece of your soul to an enemy that never sleeps. 3. A broken mind in a scrolling world. Loss of self. Evolution is slow. It takes hundreds of thousands of years to change the wiring of a human brain. But technology moves at light speed. We are essentially cavemen carrying supercomputers in our pockets. Our brains were designed to scan the horizon for predators, not to scan an infinite feed for 18 hours a day. Meet David. David is a 40-year-old father who used to read 20 books a year. Now, he can't even finish a single long-form article without checking his phone 6 times. He feels a constant underlying sense of urgency, as if he's missing something important, even when there's nothing there. This is the fragmentation of the self. Your brain is no longer a single, focused beam of light. It has been shattered into 1,000 tiny pieces by notifications. We have lost the ability to be bored. And when you lose boredom, you lose creativity, you lose reflection, and eventually, you lose yourself. 4. Inside the algorithm. You think you are choosing what to watch. You aren't. Every time you pause on a video for an extra 0.2 seconds, the machine takes a note. Every time you re-watch a specific 3-second clip, the weapon system recalibrates. Let's look at the real-life weapon in action. Imagine a teenage girl named Maya. Maya is feeling a bit insecure about her looks today. The algorithm doesn't just know this. It predicted it based on her search history and the speed of her scroll. Instead of showing her something to make her feel better, it feeds her perfect AI filtered models. Why? Because insecurity creates engagement. A happy, satisfied person puts their phone down. A miserable, insecure person keeps scrolling, looking for a fix. This is the weapon system of the 21st century. It doesn't use bullets. It uses neural predictive models. It knows your political triggers, your sexual insecurities, and your deepest fears. It doesn't want your money today. It wants to own the very mechanism by which you make decisions. It doesn't just predict your behavior, it dictates it. 5. The day your focus died. It didn't happen overnight. There was no funeral, no moment of silence. But one day, unnoticed by the world, your ability to think deeply simply died. You used to be able to sit with a thought for an hour. Now, you can't even sit with yourself for 60 seconds without a digital pacifier. Take Tom. He's a writer who hasn't written a paragraph in weeks. It's not writer's block. It's cognitive fragmentation. His brain has been trained by 15-second clips to expect a reward every few seconds. When he tries to do deep work, his brain literally panics. It's like a drug addict going through withdrawal. He feels itchy, irritable, and bored. He's forgotten how to swim in the deep ocean of thought. He's stuck splashing in the shallow, toxic puddles of a news feed. Scientists used to say goldfish had a 9-second attention span. In 2026, the average human can't even match that. We are becoming a species of skimmers. We know everything about nothing. We are losing the capacity for deep love, deep work, and deep prayer. Our focus didn't just fade, it was murdered by 1,000 notifications. 6. The psychological price of free apps. They told you it was free, but in the world of data mining, free is the most expensive price you will ever pay. You didn't pay with dollars, you paid with your mental health. You paid with your sleep. You paid with your ability to feel enough. Let's be honest about the price. Ask the mother whose teenage daughter hasn't left her room in days because she doesn't fit the filter. Ask the man who feels a crushing loneliness even though he has 5,000 digital friends. These apps don't connect us, they compare us. They monetize our envy. They turn our natural human need for belonging into a profit margin for a corporation that doesn't care if you live or die, as long as you keep clicking. This is the devil's bargain. They give you the world in your pocket, but they take your peace of mind. They give you likes, but they take your self-worth. It is a psychological tax that is bankrupting the human soul. We are the most connected generation in history, yet we are the loneliest, most anxious, and most distracted. Was it worth it? The war is over. The machines have won, not by invading our cities, but by invading our pockets. They didn't need to break our spirits. They just needed to distract us until we forgot we had won. In 2026, the most revolutionary act you can perform is to look away, to put the phone down, to reclaim the silence. Because if your attention is gone, there is nothing left of you but a ghost in the machine.